Yes. Today we have me, Expected, and my friend Jesus, Super. And we're going to be talking about basically anything that made us
Hello.
video games. Yeah, and there's that. And then basically anything that made us into, like, video gamers. So what do you start with?
Okay, let's go with Halo on this one. The original OG Combat Evolved, my guy.
And that's old. You just gave me
Hey,
gold hair.
hey.
Well, white hairs.
Hey, listen. Oh, hey, you don't dunk it till you try. Okay, it's a classic. It's a great franchise. Okay, granted seen better days, but it was
We've
good.
seen
It was
better
great.
days.
It was great when it came out.
No, but like, okay, here's a question:
Yeah.
is that your favorite Halo, or is it a different one? For me, it's
Oh no,
probably
Halo
Halo
3 is my is
Three.
good is
Two
my
is really good too,
favorites.
though.
Freaking Reach was the freaking depressing, my guy.
Well, Reach, I don't know which one fucking. Which is probably our Spartan's death is probably the
Reach
worst.
made me cry like a little, like a kid, like a baby. Okay, I
I think it made
they,
every grown man cry. So
but in all fairness, I think Halo, the OG franchise of Halo, was freaking awesome. Okay, you know,
no, I agree.
I
That's
enjoyed the
definitely a good one.
characters. The story was really good. What was your favorite part about Halo?
For me, it was so back then, before we had even met. It was when a bunch of friends of mine, like I met them online through. I think it was just random games, like online Halo games, and they were just like, okay, you want to play some video games with us? And we went to the story mode in Halo 2. And then we went to Halo 3. And then Halo 4. And that was years, obviously, of us just playing all these games. Eventually, though, Xbox got Red Ring of Death. and, and, well, but besides that part, oh, Pillager Farm.
You know what you got.
Besides
Hey,
that,
don't forget that.
in Halo, like, those were adventures. Those were fun. That was the first time I actually had friends, like, in the games that I could play and challenge each other in. And let me tell you, that Halo 4, even though there's a lot of bad moments, I enjoyed the shit out of that. But it's probably
I
because
will
I
say,
was so young, it was really good.
in all fairness,
If I played it now,
Halo
it
4 is
probably would
not.
be as good. But
Oh, of course. Well, here's the thing, right? In my honest opinion, Halo was. How do I say this? Halo 4 was empty, to say the least. It felt
no,
empty.
it felt rushed, that's for sure. And it may not even been rushed, but it felt like it compared to the Halo 2 and 3.
Oh, no, absolutely. Because I don't know what it was. It just the pacing for me didn't feel that good.
It was quick.
It was too quick. Too many variables was going on. Not enough time to actually fully get immersed with it.
No, I
I
get
will
it.
say
That
the
wasn't,
ending. The ending really freaking sucked.
yeah, comparatively. I will say, for me, that wasn't the games that made me a fan of video games. Probably for me was, even though they're more of just Marvel and Star Wars, The Force Unleashed 1 and Marvel Alliance 1. Both of those games were like the bread and butter that I played on the Wii. It was like the only games I played when I was a kid, basically, like when I first started playing. Like
Uh-huh.
before that, I played Super Mario Sunshine, but I was too young to understand that one. And Star Wars Force Unleashed was like the first introduction to me in playing that like universe, and the same thing for Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That thing
Man,
introduced me
I
to every
just love
character,
the.
like Moon Knight, Daredevil, you know, Black Panther, Elektra, all these characters I had no clue who they were, and hell, even guys like Iron Man and Thor, I had no clue who they were. But man, was it fun to play with them. But
Didn't you basically after you beat the game just searched up everything about Marvel to the
essentially,
point where you
maybe
became
like
a
a
walking
crazy fan of it.
encyclopedia about it?
I'm over obsessed with it nowadays. That I mean, did DC ever have a game for me like that? I think Marvel Ultimate Alliance taught me DC as well. Honestly, I know the Arkham games were out, but that was like I was still getting used to those games.
I will say Batman Arkham City. Oh my god. First
Like you
game I
played that a
ever
lot.
played a replay. Yes. It was the first No, it was the second game that I kept going back to over and over again. The first one was Jade Empire, of course, my favorite game of all time, because it was just so
Yeah, I
freaking
never
good.
understood that one.
Mate, because you're uncultured swine. Okay, there's a difference.
Fair enough.
But but here's the thing, right? I will say, when it came to first-person shooters, I think Halo was the main reason why I started playing those, because it led to
It's definitely up there.
COD, Battlefront. It went to a lot of things, but I gotta say, Halo nonetheless was basically the starting point for my first-person shooter career, a franchise. In all
Well, if you're
fairness,
going shooters, for me, it's Call of Duty.
well, of
Like
course, let me guess, Call of Duty
MW2 and
2.
3.
Yeah, there it is.
To be fair, I used
Oh
to play
god,
on the Wii. I think it was called Call of Duty Airstrike or something like that. No, it was
World
that was
at
one of
War.
the games I played, but World War One was the first one I played. Well,
Well, it
World at
wasn't World
War.
War One. It was World at War.
Yeah,
That's the
well,
one that
look, there's too many
made
games
the
to remember.
switch.
Yeah, World War,
Just
World
fucking.
at War. Like that was the first one. Let me tell you something. Playing that on the Wii, at least for me, oof, that was a challenge. Like to be fair, it looks so much easier now when I know how to play video games. But when I did not know how to play video games, oof, I was terrible. I'm still terrible, probably.
Most likely your hand-eye coordination isn't that good.
Well, you say
You know,
that, but
you know what? Fucking fight me, broski.
just wait. One of these times we're gonna be playing Hitman, and you're gonna see my hand-eye coordination.
Oh heck no! You play that game religiously, my
Yeah.
guy.
So
My
here's a question:
God.
what is your
Yeah.
favorite current games that you like play right now?
Current games?
Yeah.
Um.
I
eh,
mean, I know Sparking Zero just came out, and
oh,
that's
that
already
thing's a
shooting up the
freaking
rec. That's
blast,
already
my
shooting
guy.
up.
Like
I
it
think.
really is. Like we waited over 20 years for that fucking game, mate.
Yeah, what was like when was Sparking 3? 2007, 2008?
2007 is October 7th, 2007, if I
Are you
remember
remembering
correctly.
that, or you just?
I'm I'm
I'm
I'm
gonna
eyeballing
fact
it
check
right
you on my own.
Check.
I mean, you're probably close. What's like the number one character you want like in the DLCs?
Um. Well, we already got Tapion, so that's already out the window.
Tabion, yeah, Tabion is there. PyCon I would like, but he's not the one I want the most. For me, it's
Who do
King
you?
Piccolo. You were close. October 4th, 2007,
Ah, it was 3 days
and a few
short.
years off.
It was 2004.
No, 2007.
Oh, I said 2007.
Oh, I guess I was
I
the one
said
that's messed up.
October 7th, 2007.
I thought I heard 5.
Five? What? No.
Don't worry about it.
Um.
Sorry.
But no, yeah. Okay, wait. Quick question. Out of every Halo, what was your favorite moment?
Like of the game or my moments of like with the friends, because that could be two different things.
Um, both. When you
So
did
for
it solo or when you had some fun with your friends? Because I didn't have anyone. I just played it normally because we didn't have
is
Xbox
alone,
Live.
just a lone sad man on a chair. I
Hey,
don't mind.
I don't care. I was freaking Master Chief.
To be fair, I also was just I had people on headset.
You know what? Shut your mouth. But in all fairness, what was your most memorable
So
moments?
at least right now I can think of is like so for multiplayer, even though Halo 4 isn't my favorite of the three, I love the trench run like almost level where you're going through in these giant freaking jets, just going down. I forgot what they're really called, but they're basically jets going down this essentially Death Star. You had to destroy the area, and each of the teammates kept dying one by one, and we're all dying. But
Was this in
eventually,
Halo 4?
yes, but
Oh yeah,
eventually, I get very close to the end, and I just very narrowly get in there before I die. But I start the cutscene right when I die, so it's still counted. somehow.
Oh yeah. Didn't you guys go like through like a lot of hell just to get to
It
that
probably took us
point?
about 30 minutes, probably. To.
God, you poor
But don't
poor
forget, there's also four of us trying to fit through narrow ass spots, so a lot of times we'd hit each other.
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah.
Now, gameplay wise, probably be. I want to say was it Halo 3 the first time you see the gravity hammer?
No, I think well,
I'm talking about the run when the Forerunner
no, I
has a
think that
freaking
was
has a like you come out after fighting the two giant bruisers with the cannon for arms. Man, I'm having a blank. I can't remember their names. But when you kill
I
those
think it
guys,
was
you
Halo
go out
3.
there and there's a Forerunner with a gravity hammer. And, and we tell you, when you see that for the first time, you're not ready for it.
Wait, a Forerunner? You mean the
Well, it's
Covenant
not
or a Forerunner? Because
Pride,
Forerunner's only
Pride of
appeared in.
Covenant.
Yeah, because Forerunner was only in Halo 4.
Look, this is why I had to play Halo again. I haven't played in like 12 years now, probably, if not longer.
I will say one thing is that I never got to experience was Halo 2. I only played like the first bit of it. I
It's
haven't
pretty good.
fully. All I know is wasn't there a cliffhanger for that game for the ending that
They're all
everyone
like
that all
cliffhangers. They all have cliffhangers, essentially.
you're not wrong.
Whereas,
But specifically, Halo 2 had a massive one that the community did not like. I will
yeah, I
say in
can't
Halo 3,
remember. I probably played Halo 2 like once before I jumped to 3.
in all fairness, Halo 3 is my favorite, my all-time favorite
Halo 3, I
of the
probably
entire franchise.
back then I could run through that whole map like without not knowing like nothing like any more about it. But like I would still be able to know the map, like where the snipers were and all that other shit. Back
Oh,
then. Nowadays, I
remember
missed most of it. But
remember
I
how
bet you if I
good?
went on that map, it'd be great. Oh, you're missing some your coal here.
No, don't worry about that. I will say, remember Forge?
You know, Forge is fun.
What was your favorite mode in Forge?
So for me, just because it was always hilarious. Back then, my other friend, didn't know that you can go into spectator mode and switch
Oh,
between spectator and regular mode. And I would
oh
always
no.
jump scare him as this little ball that's a spectator camera just flying around him. And you couldn't die or anything, so he kept shooting at me, and I kept flying at like Mach 7, just fucking flying past him. And then I'd get hiding behind something, and as soon as I hid behind something, I would transform back and be like, "What's up?" And he'd be like, "Oh, I just saw this flying creature flying past me." I'm like, "I have no clue what you're talking about." Anyways,
You monster.
easily.
Why would you do that to him?
To be fair, I think he knew. I think this was just the nature of the fun of it.
Well, at least he was a good sport about that.
Either that, or he just did not know about spectator mode.
Remember the zombie mode in that game?
I played Infected, but I preferred Call of Duty's zombies.
Oh, in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 Infected. Oh my god, that was the best.
Well,
We
that and just
played that
regular Black
so
Ops zombies
much.
as well. But yeah, Infected and Modern Warfare 3 was fun.
In all fairness, that was I think that was what was it? If I remember correctly, that was the game mode we played the most.
At the
It was either
time,
that or Juggernaut.
Juggernaut's very fun. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Besides the Call of Duty and Halo universes, what game mode, like what universe in gaming do you think you probably play the most?
Um. Hmm. That's a good question.
Because I don't think it's the most, but I'll tell you this: GTA 5 because it's been in 5 different systems now. I think.
Oh my yes! Like good
Like for
lord,
me,
that
I've
thing
had it
has
on
been.
5 because I had it on the PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox. So I had 4 consoles that I was going through
And
that
we
game.
We got
And
all that
GTA
before we ever
6
got
still ain't
GTA
out.
6. Like, good lord.
Like, there's people that grew up and their first game is GTA 5. And I'm talking like when they're kids, like 5 or whatever. And now they're
Mine
like
was Vice
15 years
City.
old about to get GTA 6. That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Hey, we were teenagers when GTA 5 came out.
I know.
We're in middle.
And now we're
We're
old.
yeah, we're freaking old, my guy. But no, yeah, I would say we did play a lot of. I mean, a lot of
I played the story
GTA.
mode the most. Like, I played so much of playing those characters, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin.
Remember that time I managed to escape an entire team with a broken down moped?
I do, but I'll be tell the story again. But this shit's funny.
Okay, so for everyone that's watching, this is when I was dirt poor in the game, and all I
Yeah,
could
that
afford
happened a
was.
lot for us, by the way, that we were there for.
Like, no, you screwed yourself. You bought a giant golden banana plane, okay? That was worth
Look,
more than
I needed
okay.
glasses, I guess, because I wasn't looking
Man,
at the screen,
you
apparently.
didn't see how many zeros that thing had. The moment you bought, you lost it all.
Yeah, but we'll get to that part at a different time. But go back to your
Okay.
little adventure and your
Okay, so
pathetic little car.
hey, don't talk trash about it. That thing held out a lot. It held a
I
getting
agree.
shredded by bullets, being exploded by C4, and it still lasted longer than the majority of the entire team.
Yeah, so anyways,
Oh,
so go to the
it's
story of
okay.
it.
So it was a regular day for us and expected over here playing online, where I was just trying to where he was on the other side of the map. Don't know what he was doing, but he was out there in the freaking
Probably staying away from you, if I had
Badlands
to
over there.
guess.
Probably considering I was a I
This
tried.
man would go do drive-bys. If he was in my side seat and he saw people, no joke, they wouldn't be shooting at us or nothing, and he just starts shooting at them. And then he
Hey,
questions why they start attacking him.
hey, don't worry about that. It was all part of the plan. Well, here's like that day specifically, right? I did nothing wrong. I was just minding my own business, going around town, trying to make some money and stealing from a bunch of freaking gas stations because I was too freaking poor to get any type of other income.
Couldn't
Right?
pay your
And
apartment bill.
mate, I was living
I don't
on the
think he even had an
streets.
apartment.
No, I think I did, but it was the bootleg a ghetto one.
I had like
The
6
starter
because I
pack.
used my money first smart, and then. But anyways, go on.
I'm just there driving with my tiny little clown car, minding my own business, when these 6 individuals with modified freaking Jeeps, like I mean fully decked out armor plating, bulletproof windows, bulletproof tires, everything, just started ganging up on me and started tailing me across the entire city of Los Santos.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Trying to
worse. Your driving or the fact that they didn't kill you at all.
In
Or blow
all
up that
fairness,
car.
I think my driving was my saving factor because of how bad I was. Like, here's a little tidbit for GTA.
We
For
might
me
have to
and
go to
GTA.
GTA 6 and see how good you can drive in there
No,
when it
please,
comes
no,
out.
oh god, no. I'm suck at GTA driving.
That's the
So
point.
basically, Robert over there is a pro racer when it comes to GTA.
I wouldn't go that
Me,
far.
I'm a blind man driving on a donkey, who's also blind. That's me when it comes to GTA driving.
Or any game.
So exactly. Hey. So I was just minding my own business, stealing some money from gas stations. You know, like the poorest a member of the entire server does to pass time. Then I get hunted down by these 6 because because one of them decides to probably place a bounty on me. I think that was the case, and they all
I think you
decided
got
to
a
just
bounty.
come after me. I think that was the thing. Those 6 were right there, and they were just coming after me. So I'm just there running through a driving, weaving, dodging by some miracle. all their gunfires, their explosions, everything. And my car's getting damaged, but they're missing so much, and the explosions are just slightly off that my car doesn't instinctively explode. So I'm
Somehow.
there, yeah, somehow. I don't know how, but it was somehow. For 15, for like 5 or 7 minutes, I was running around a cat and mouse game. As I told Robert this, he had like a maxed out Saturno at the time. Was it? Yeah, it was your Saturno.
It was in Torna. It was like the first car and probably the only car that was like really good that I bought.
And you maxed out the entire that
Well,
car.
of
You
course, I
upgraded
was
to the
gonna get one
max.
car and make it the best. Added
And let me
turbo
tell
and
you,
all the other stuff.
so I'm in Los Santos, and he's in the desert where Trevor lives, and he has
Right.
to get to me.
And he's near the strip club. At least at one point, he's near the strip club. I don't know if he was there when I got there, but he was at least near the strip club at one point during that race.
Oh, like let's just say I went around the entire every national monument in that freaking city.
I became the best
Before he
driver,
got to
like
me.
the best driver I ever became because
Oh, like I'm just there trying to buy time, dodging, jumping off bridges, trying to survive. Luckily, they were very incompetent.
either that or just
Incompetent.
playing with their food.
No, well, either that or they kept blowing themselves up by
That's
accident. So it
You're
gave me
getting
more
lucky.
chances to live. It was to the point where my car was about to literally die. I was in the middle of a bridge in the highway. They were coming after me, like just slowly picking up the pace and coming near me. I'm just there with my car literally at death's door on hopes and dreams. And unbeknownst to me, I just hear this man coming in and just say, jump out the freaking car, get in! I jump out, he just starts exploding every single car in that area with his C4 and his rocket launchers. Then he proceeds to get near me, tells me to jump out and jump in. I do that, and we proceed to blow them up and get out of there as quickly as possible. They were never able to catch up to us. So, and that was the start of our day in that game. It was freaking great. And remember the time where you freaking shot a freaking jet from the top of the skyscraper? It was so cinematic. Like, good God, was it cinematic?
Okay,
Do you
so let me
remember
tell you
it?
this story. This one.
Okay, yeah, you go
So-
for it.
We were so we first went to the air, get my Titan because that's one of the main things I bought, a Titan for some reason. So I bought a Titan, and then we started flying with that. And at one point, one of us looked behind us and realized we're being attacked by somebody in a Hydra. It wasn't even a regular jet; it was a Hydra. And
Wait, and it was
obviously,
you.
the
It
Hydra
was
would
you.
kill us easily. So I would do the same thing. I jump out right when I'm going past the Maze Bank Arena. I tell him to jump. Problem is, though, I did it at the last second you probably could have. And I didn't see the missiles till about last second. So when
Is
he
that-
heard me say that, he had no time to prepare and he blew up. As I'm plummeting from the Titan 10 feet over to the Maze Bank roof. Somehow I hit the roof. And I lived barely. And then this Hydra pokes its head up from the roof. He starts slowly getting to my level. Well, while he does that, I get my RPG out, and I proceed to blow him up. I grab the parachute that is up there on the maze bank. I start going down the maze bank, and when I get to the street, he's already got my Zentorno, and he's already driven down the street to me. He picks me up, and we start driving. As soon as we're out of now, like I said, he's a terrible driver. As soon as we got out of range and we were safe, we switched seats right away. But for that moment, he drove. And we got out, and before we knew it, we were back in Trevor's world.
And we, like in all fair, and that happens in a short period of time, mind you.
I think that was the same week of the incident that you had with 6 people shooting at you.
Oh no, yeah. So yeah, we're just flying by, minding our own business. You look behind you, you say jump. I see you jump out. I'm like, what are you? Boom! Explode
I
instantly.
don't know how I
You get
lived. I
out.
thought for sure I would die to the explosion,
Oh
regardless of
no, yeah.
how.
The,
I was
the
so
freaking
close. I
Titan
was right
hit.
there.
The Titan freaking hit the goddamn Maze Bank building, and you somehow survived that impact.
Not to mention I fell. I still like went very fast out of a moving, like freaking a moving Titan. It hit the maze bank solid.
You're not wrong. That's exactly what happened. And then immediately you pop out and you just blow him up with a rocket launcher. And this was like in a span of 15 to 20 seconds that this occurred. It was a freaking cinematic
Yeah,
moment.
that was like the best that I'd ever be in that game. Like that was the coolest moment that I would have in that game, probably that I can think of.
Oh well, we also had the one where the entire server was against us. It was actually the final day we actually played the game. Everyone was after us on that day.
That one was
We
good
managed.
too.
That one, holy cow! We were never chased by that many people before. We all like we were chased from dusk till dawn by the entire server.
Yeah, they didn't like us. For whatever. To be fair, they didn't like you because they kept shooting. You kept shooting at them, and then they proceeded to attack us because of that.
You know what? All fair in love and war. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, usually when you can back it up.
Oh, I
you,
was bad.
you
I
just
was
hid
so
behind
bad at
me
that.
and just hoped.
Exactly, the perfect defense. A defense is the best offense, you know.
Yeah. So okay. You know what's another game that probably helped a lot through the years that I played? Mario Kart.
Oh my goodness, you're right, Mario Kart.
So I played on the Wii version.
I played on the Nintendo, on the DS, the Wii, the Switch, the freaking a 60,
Yeah, I played the Switch eventually.
what was it? Nintendo 64. Yeah, Nintendo
Yeah.
64. I played it all in
Okay,
each
well, you go off
generation.
of what you played it on. I played it on those too. I just never owned it on those. I owned it
I
only on the Wii, but I
I
owned it
played
on
the
those.
64 in my math teacher's class. He had it, and every time we completed a course on
Yeah,
Friday,
I'll say
we played it.
school was always nice when they brought the video games in. Back when,
Oh,
they did that.
absolutely! That was great. Mate, Mario Kart was a freaking bomb diggity dong. If you had a beef to settle, that's where you would go if
That
that
or
was the only
Smash
game
Brothers, one
available.
of the two.
Oh my god. But I will
Let's see.
say that was the number. That game, that game taught us the most valuable lesson. That friendships are finite and worthless when it comes to a pure victory by the end of the day.
No, what that game taught you was it's all fun and games till someone shoots a blue shell at you, and you're already in
Exactly.
second place, and it
No,
still
it's
hits
when
you
you're.
because you were first.
Oh, oh, I hate that so much.
That's happened so much. Where it's like you're not first place anymore, but the blue shell still wants you.
You're freaking telling me.
We need to play some Mario Kart. That stuff's fun.
Oh, you're not wrong. Mario
Okay,
Kart would be
I
fun
need
to
to get.
play.
Oh, there's the lava. I knew I was getting there.
Now
Oh,
let me ask you something.
I think I just lived because I jumped right when a creeper blew up.
Hey, that's pretty good. Now let me ask you something. Half-Life. Have you ever played it?
So now,
What?
I wanted to. I just never have. I'm very
Oh my
look. When it
god.
comes to me playing video games, there's probably a laundry list of really good games that I need to go through. So
Half-Life 2, it made you that game was
I've
beyond
seen
ahead of
gameplay
its
of it.
time.
I just never played.
It runs so smooth, and that was an early 2000 game. Like, good lord.
Yeah, we
It's
can do that.
so good. to this day, no wonder I see why people when kept saying it kept memeing about Half-Life 3 and all that for so long.
You
Because
know, I
man, that
mean,
game was
look,
just
we memed about Tenkaichi for so long for part 4, it finally happened, so who knows?
you're not wrong, you're not wrong.
You know, anything's possible. Back then, probably not, but nowadays, I can see it
Well, we got
happening.
a Half-Life Alex, and
Yeah,
they teased
a lot of people
they
didn't like
teased.
that though.
Yeah, but it was still good.
It was good,
I
but a lot of people were like, "Come on now,"
it sucks because it was in VR. Probably that's probably why.
probably.
But besides that, it was still a that freaking game was a was good, especially when it just left that freaking cliffhanger. I hope to God they make a Half-Life 3. Please make us all happy. Just give us what we want, and we'll stop complaining. Come on, Steve.
Oh, we both know
Please.
that's not going to stop playing. We'll find something about it.
Or what do you think? What other games do you think were really good? Because Gmod, oh my God, Gmod was freaking
So,
phenomenal.
for a long time, I didn't play Gmod, but I've seen a lot of YouTubers play it, like CNNers and all of them, and Achievement Hunter. Those are like the main ones I watched back then. I still watch their videos time to time, but I finally got to play it. I think like a year or two ago. Man, it's so fun.
I know, like it's
It's more
freaking
fun when you get to
great.
play it.
It is, especially with your friends. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're able to save up money for a PC, I'll join me there.
One
We can
day.
play some Gmod. Or if you have a good laptop, you know.
Well, you know, whichever I get first, probably. Right?
Mm.
No, I. Hmm. So either one.
Because let
Out
me
of all the games you played, but played a lot of, what's your least favorite?
my least favorites.
So like a game that you played a lot of, but you were like, eh, or whatever. It just whatever the reason, it wasn't your favorite. That you at least can think of. I mean, there's probably ones you're not gonna think of right now.
The Force Unleashed 2.
That's up there. I can't say it's my worst because just the
It's
idea of
disappointing. It was lackluster at
story-wise, yeah,
best.
power gameplay-wise was great because you just have two lightsabers and more power than ever before.
No, yeah, but it just wasn't as good as the first one, you know? There was very little, it was short and didn't have that many boss battles.
The sixth time I got shot by, blown up by a creeper and didn't die.
Man, either they love you or they hate you or they really want to
Both.
pull your hopes up. I will say that one's a disappointment, but I wouldn't say the one I say was generally the worst. That's a tough one because there are some
Like you can still enjoy it, but it's like it was disappointing at the end of it, or whatever.
I would be.
Like for me, at least, actually,
Oh, Far
what's that?
Cry 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was probably the one I was gonna go with.
Yeah, that game was
Yeah.
so.
Anything, right? We played Far Cry
lackluster.
5 and we played New Dawn, which were fun games. You know, they had a good enough story. Far Cry 5 had a better story than New Dawn, but at least New Dawn would continue
We
the
got to kill
story.
the father. That was the important part.
And let me tell you something. If you want to see someone get disintegrated by bullets, you should have seen what we had done to that guy. Because we proceeded to hit him with so many bullets. I think we both ran out of ammo.
And we
And then
reloaded and
we
then proceeded
proceeded
to
to
keep shooting until we
then we
ran
picked up
out
his
of more ammo.
corpse and proceeded to throw him into the water.
And then after that, we beat him with a shovel, grabbed his corpse, and tossed it off the edge.
Yeah, that was, maybe a little too extra, but he deserved
No,
it
no,
for all
that
the
was
things he did to us.
perfectly extra. That
For all
was
the things he did.
the right amount of extra. So let me tell you, it was very cathartic to get that.
I will say, finding was it his son? That was that turned into Bigfoot.
Yep, it was his son that turned into freaking Bigfoot.
What a weird. That was probably the weirdest final boss fight.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, not maybe not the weirdest, but at least the weirdest thing I thought would happen in that game.
You're not wrong. You're not
I did not
wrong.
expect to fight Bigfoot.
Well, it was hinted in Far Cry 5.
It's hinted in
we
GTA
never
5
got
as
it.
well. I don't expect that to happen in GTA 6.
I hope to God. Hey, let's kill those sons
Well,
of guns.
just let us fight crocodiles. I mean, that's what we're gonna be doing.
Most likely. Let me ask you something. For an antique gamer like you, I mean, a veteran gamer like yourself, in your honest opinion, what was the worst video game ever? In your honest opinion,
That I played or that this happens?
that has ever existed by man's creation.
Alright, well, it's between two. You probably can guess both.
Say it.
Superman 64 and E.T. E.T. nearly destroyed it, but Superman 64 was awful.
Yeah. Oh God.
E.T. though, I mean, nearly broke
If it
everybody.
wasn't for Nintendo coming in, ET would have destroyed the entire industry.
It would, if it look, it could have came back, but it would have took a lot. I don't think Mario alone would have been able to do it.
Oh no, like there was a lot of factors that had to go into it. Oh Lord, there had to be a lot of factors, my guy.
Oh, I know.
Because I want you to understand that the industry before that game, before they decided to making dog water releases just to make a quick buck, like nowadays, history's repeating itself. They went from a $3.5 billion industry to $100 million in less than 3 freaking years. From 1982 or 3 to 1985, 2 or 3 years from there, it was the entire industry almost fell, and E.T. was literally the final nail in the freaking coffin that literally almost ended the entire franchise.
The thing is, right?
Until freaking Nintendo came
Mario
in and
didn't
fixed
do
it.
good.
Oh
that
no!
would have been like,
Well, it wasn't because of Mario. It's because of what Nintendo did.
yeah, but it wouldn't have helped.
Oh no, it did because they published a specific guidelines that companies had to follow. That the games had to be tested to make sure they were playable and actually workable before they could actually sell.
So what's the excuse for Cyberpunk? Remember that game came out? They fixed a lot of the bugs now, but oof.
Mate, that freaking thing was
Not even Keanu Reeves can save that one.
You're not wrong. Okay. God, that game was freaking a dumpster fire. But here's, even though that game released, it wasn't as bad as freaking Fallout 76. Mate, that thing had a patch update of freaking 50 gigs on day one, my guy. And that even fixed none of the glitches. Barely any of them.
Also, they eventually did. They did fix this game, but I did enjoy. Not first. No Man's Sky though.
Oh, yep.
At first, it was a disappointment. They started patching it eventually, and it started getting really good. It didn't take long though, but it took a minute for everyone to actually give them the trust.
Well, yeah, considering how they lied to everyone to their faces.
I think what he meant was, yeah, we're gonna do all this stuff, but he didn't say when. I think that was the excuse that they ran with, at least that I can remember. Like, it's happening. It's just not the base game. It's an idea that we're gonna do. Which, to be fair to them, they did do most of it, or all of it, and more. But I mean, not right away. When everyone assumed the sandbox would be like, we thought at one point, and it's probably dumb to think, but we thought at one point if it came out like amazing, that it could actually put down Minecraft. Of course, now looking back, that's stupid because Minecraft makes so much money that it's like not even Fortnite, even as good as that is, could probably take it down.
No, Minecraft is The
I mean,
most simplest game in human history
I mean,
is
let
the
alone
most
normal
popular
Minecraft.
game
Then
in
you got all
history.
the modded versions like this one that we're playing. Like, it makes the game so much more lively.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I will say one thing for sure. Have you? Do you remember Infamous?
Ooh, those are fun ones. Do you prefer that one or Prototype?
Oh, that's the thing. Well, the
For me,
problem.
it was Prototype.
Prototype A2 was better, in all fairness.
I prefer one,
Uh,
but two was very fun.
in all fairness, I would say Infamous was my favorite my favorite out of the two. In all fairness, uh, I never played Infamous one, but Infamous two I did, and my God, was it freaking good!
See, mine was the
Like,
opposite. I played one, but not two.
oh man, you're missing out. One was far greater and far better than one. Like, holy cow, it was freaking awesome. I will say one thing is for certain. I hate the fact that you told me that they were gonna make a crossover for both Infamous
Yeah, it was
and
never
Second
confirmed, but it was definitely like rumored that they were going to do Prototype mixed with Infamous, which is
Infamous.
like, take my money.
I know, right? And I will say, Infamous Second Son, really good game. It just sucks that they never made any more after that. You know?
No. But who knows? They could. I mean, it took God of War for a while, and eventually they made God of War again.
You're not wrong. I really hope so because mate, freaking the Infamous series is so freaking good.
No, it is, definitely.
But I will say, let me see. What other games have we that we played? Do you think are considered one of the greatest?
Well, the greatest to us, probably, or just in general. There's a lot of them.
Because let
For
me ask you,
me,
which one
even
is your?
though
Yeah.
it's not the greatest, but I played all the WE games because I just prefer the wrestling games. But they're nowhere near the
Yeah.
best games ever.
You
But
really love Men
2K20
in
was
Tights.
like,
Yeah, I'm just
oof.
saying you. No, I'm just gonna say it out there. You just enjoy sweaty mains and tights just grabbing each other. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I can make jokes about almost any game that we said today.
No, it is. You know what? Go for it. Wait, no, wait, no. We don't want to get this canceled by YouTube before we get started.
Guess like YouTube, I'll cancel you.
Why? What did I
Make
do?
me discredit all my games.
Hey, get good scrub.
I don't even know what you've been doing. I've been adventuring.
Oh, I've been mining. That's all I've been doing. Um, let me ask you something. In your opinion, out of each individual franchise, who had the best?
Like in general franchises.
Yeah. In your opinion, which one do you think did the best?
That's really broad. Like it's so many good ones to choose from. Because like Call of Duty did good, Halo has done good. Of course, they've had bummers as well. But when you have that many games, you know, what I mean, you're gonna have stinkers with it too. Um,
It's part of the job, after all.
you know, when I first started playing Far Cry, I thought it was one of the best. But then I played the other Far Cries and realized they're just copy and pastes.
Yeah. In all fairness, I think it died. Far Cry was going down when after three. Because in all fairness,
Yeah, but I
how
didn't play
could
till
you?
five, so
Because let me tell you, three was the best in my honest opinion on the entire franchise. Probably would never be another game like three
he
from the
definitely has
franchise.
one of the best villains.
Made it. He became iconic
You think he's the
immediately.
best? You think he's the best video game villain or no?
Um, he's the one of the most entertaining. In all fairness, he's one of the most funnest
I forgot that
and
one guy,
most
but from Borderlands,
cool
who's
characters.
what's his name again?
Oh,
Handsome
Handsome
Jack.
Jack.
He's pretty good. I don't think he's the best, but he's up there.
No, absolutely. Handsome Jack is a
Of
really
course,
good
you had to
character.
think Bowser and Eggman and stuff like that, but I
Mate,
think
for
if
me,
you go iconic, it's one of those two. Probably Bowser because Mario, but
Well, technically, if you go, class is technically Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I know, but they really, at least that I've seen, have really shied away from Donkey Kong being an enemy, more a friend.
Yeah, yeah, you're not
Like the
wrong
only
there.
time Bowser and Mario are friends is Mario Kart and stuff like that, or Olympic Games.
You're not wrong. But yeah, you're right. I think, in all fairness, the most iconic video game boss
Or you got
is a Bowser, in my
yeah, I
honest
mean
opinion.
it's definitely Bowser. I feel like video game wise.
But I will say, there's no other a franchise like Sonic that a game back to back so many bad games that game franchise should have ended a long time ago. But for some reason, he's still be hanging by a thread.
No one can catch him.
You're not wrong. In all fairness, you're not wrong there. Like, I will say, one thing is for certain. Um, and when it comes to longevity and just surviving and staying alive as long as they did, Sonic the Hedgehog is number one there, because the Sonic franchises have seen so many ups and downs in its entire a span that's kind of impressive that it hasn't just collapsed on
Died.
on itself. Yeah,
I
exactly.
will
Like,
say
completely
though,
died.
on the flip side of that, they've had multiple games. Then you got a game like the one we're playing right now, Minecraft, which is only one game, but it's been so iconic that for a lot of kids when they grow up, they're gonna be thinking Minecraft is the best game of all time.
You're not wrong. Oh, by the way, Robert, you're breaking up, buddy.
Oh, let me try that again. You hear me now?
A little bit better now.
Okay. That's probably just the way I was sitting. But anyways, um,
Yeah,
no, try it. I was trying to think of something, but then I was focused on a creeper that was passing me.
that's understandable.
So what have you been doing on your side of the game? 'Cause I know what I've been doing.
Digging holes.
So you just getting the farm ready, I guess.
Oh, I already got the farm set for you. The area is already patched. We just got to detail it and bring the animals in.
No, okay, that's good. Okay, here's a question: if you can do like any game like a remaster, what would it be?
A remaster of a
Like even if it's
franchise.
really good, like if you were remastered. It doesn't have to be a franchise though, just one game.
Jade Empires. 100% Jade Empires. I'm
That'd be
sorry,
pretty
but that
good.
freaking game taught me how to freaking read. I want you to understand, Robert. That game taught me how to freaking read.
Well, English, anyways.
Because literally, the thing about that game, it was text to speech. So the character didn't talk. He was a silent protagonist type of deal.
Yeah, like most games back then.
Yeah. As a kid, I hated reading because I found it boring. But I loved the game so much, and my brother kept telling me I kept making the wrong choices. And I couldn't progress the game, and it sucked because I freaking loved the game. So I literally forced myself to read just so I can read the text properly to get the good ending and actually progress in the story to actually beat the game. And
Yeah.
people say games don't teach you anything.
No, I think video games, in a sense, teach you so much. They can teach you hand-eye coordination, organization, teamwork skills. There's a lot of stuff video games teach you. And that's just
Exactly.
scratching the surface. Like some people learn, like some people go to school, college nowadays because of their video games. Which is like, why couldn't I have found one of those when I was in school?
I know,
Get
right?
into a video game program and get a scholarship for video games. I mean, I still can now if I wanted to, but now I'm too busy.
You're not
Not as
wrong. You're
easy
not wrong.
compared to before when I was just
No,
worried about school. Um, here's a good question. Out of all the games you've tried, what was a franchise of video games you couldn't ever really get into?
a franchise that I could never get
Like
into.
you tried, but you couldn't really. Like for me, it was Destiny. Like
Ah,
I like
Destiny.
Destiny, but I think the problem was you guys were so far ahead level wise, and it was just so many
Grindy?
raids. Yeah, it was just grinding. It was just a grinding game, and didn't really, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I should have. It was fun with you guys or playing against bosses that I had no reason to be near because I was just so under level. I was literally doing nothing to them, but it was fun.
You're not. Yeah, because I was there. You're welcome.
You and like four, no, I don't even remember how many people can reasonably be in our group, like three.
Three, it was you, me, and Spiro.
Yeah, that stuff's fun. Like only because we were there, chaos. Just being chaos.
In all fairness, we did pretty good for ourselves, not gonna lie. But I will say you're not wrong in that aspect. It was a like you're not wrong. It was a daunting game because it did involve a lot of a grinding, and that was one thing that literally did kill me for it. Um, Another one I would say, even though it was a great game, Borderlands,
Yeah, I can see that too.
because in all fairness, I love the comedic aspect, but I don't like too much comedy. You know?
Yeah, you got bored of that after a while.
Exactly. And that's like not it is not dissing the game or anything. It's just that that's just my expertise. I prefer to have a good balance of everything, and Borderlands is more funny than serious. You know?
No, I get you. No, I am lost in this world.
You're lost.
Oh yeah, I had to find myself and find eventually where we are.
That's
Um,
understandable.
the whole world is right now doing the haze effect, so I can't see anything in front of me almost.
Oh, you know, if you have the little thing, you can get rid of the haze. Little setting bar. You forgot about that, didn't you?
What are you saying again? I could hear you.
The haze thing, you can get rid of that easily.
Oh, I know, but I don't want to.
Ah, I see.
Oh, there's a bear above my head. Hopefully they're not hostile right away. Well, if they are, I can kill it, but nope, he's friendly.
Woohoo. It's a bare necessity.
Don't do too much. Don't get copyright.
It's You're not wrong. With
Also,
Disney. Ugh.
I mean, especially for this, I mean, they're almost as bad as Nintendo when it comes to copyright.
No one's worse than Nintendo when it comes to copyright. Did you not see what's
Like I
happening to
said, almost
freaking?
as bad. They're almost. Nintendo just has a whiff of Mario, and they'll start going after you.
They'll go after. They'll go after a. Hey, then they go after. Hey, they'll go after a boy's grave his name, if Mario's name is on that freaking
I don't,
tombstone.
I don't quite remember. But ever, do you hear about this thing of Disney that they're suing? That they tried suing somebody? I think it's still going. That so, what's it called? No, I can't quite remember it. I'll have to tell you to it afterwards. But essentially, someone died at Disney World, but because they had Disney Plus, they were like
Oh,
legally fine. Like they were legally like they had consent to die, I guess.
oh yeah, because they had Disney Plus, they're eligible to follow the terms and services for it.
Yeah, that's a look. That's a. We'll talk about that thing later. But for now, I think that's all for today. So we'll come back next time for a new podcast, and we'll talk more about basically anything we want or anything you guys decide in the comments.
Yeah, if you guys want us to talk about anything specific, let us know and we'll go for it. You know,
Yep.
hit us up.
We'll try it. We won't be able to get all of you. The more people join in, like and subscribe, and the better. You know.
Yes, go
But
for
besides
it.
that,
Yeah,
you
just
know,
just go into the description below. Type a type what you guys want us to talk about or discuss in the next podcast, and if it sounds really interesting, we'll go for it. You know.
yep, like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.